What's up, guys? Welcome to a day of cleaning with me. I cannot start my cleaning session unless I have a good playlist going, and right now I love listening to Shawn Mendes while I clean my house. First thing that I do is I start with the kitchen. You have to find a good flow, whatever works for you, but once I pick a room, I like to stay there. So I go around the house and bring anything that belongs in the kitchen to the kitchen. That way I can stay here until I am done and I don't have to do a lot of back and forth around the house. That saves me time and keeps me more focused on my cleaning tasks. I went to unload the dishwasher and I realized that the previous cycle jammed, so you'll just see me shuffling and rearranging, trying to create more space for more dishes that I need to load in there. I usually start with all of my mugs, cups, and small plates, and then I move on to bigger items like that cutting board, and I leave all of my utensils for the end. This just makes loading the dishwasher easier. There's some things that I prefer to wash by hand and some things that I prefer to wash in the dishwasher. So whatever I like to have in the dishwasher is what I wash and put in there first, and any overflow I'll just do by hand. I do have some utensils and items that are not dishwasher friendly, so I also keep that in mind when I have to air dry those on the rack that you'll see to the left of me. As I tried to clean this mug, I realized it was one I ate oatmeal out of and forgot to rinse out, so it had dried. I'm just setting that aside in some hot water for it to soften up while I move on to the rest of the stuff in my sink. Don't ask me why I'm rewashing already clean items. It just makes sense in my head. I noticed the bottom of the sink was dirty and the rack had water stains on it, so I just wanted everything to be nice and clean before I laid out items to dry. If you're like me and you tend to let your cups and dishes pile up before you get to washing them, I recommend not having a huge dish rack that holds a lot of items. I replaced mine with the small one that I got on Amazon, and it keeps me pretty accountable in getting to my dishes before they pile up because I know that rack is not going to hold a lot. You must be thinking, but wait, you have your dishwasher. I know. I will go through every single plate and cup in the past before I got to cleaning my dishes. Now, I've worked long and hard to get myself out of that habit, and using tools like this has helped me a lot. So I know I clean a lot, but I'm also very, very messy. I'm working on it. I'm just working on the last few items that are not dishwasher friendly, and I'm going to grab that cup that I set aside with all of the dried yucky oatmeal, and you'll see how easily it comes off just by me setting it aside in some hot water for a little bit. I'm going to work on the countertops next, so here's a little preview of what this side of the kitchen looks like. There's some doggy treats, and you'll notice I have two of those pink sponges. One of them was a new one I grabbed to clean the dishes today, and that old one, before I toss it out, I'm going to use that to clean up and get the most out of that sponge. Before I get to spraying the countertops, I'm just going to quickly dry and put away those last few items that I hand washed, just so I don't end up spraying them and getting them dirty all over again. I used a paper towel to dry those last few items off, but since I don't want to waste a perfectly clean paper towel, I'm going to set that aside for when I wipe my countertops down. I don't want dirty items sitting on top of clean countertops, so I'm just giving that a quick rinse, and I always like to start on this side of the sink. It just works for me, so find your flow and stick with it. Creating and sticking to a consistent routine actually helps you be more efficient because eventually your mind will just do it on autopilot. And that way you can just enjoy your cleaning process to the music you're listening to or a podcast, and you won't have to expend any brain capacity figuring out a new flow each time. Anytime I finish wiping down an area, I will drop and do a eye level check just to make sure I didn't leave any crumbs or dirty smudges behind. I'm just going to wipe down the second half of that sink before I move on to the left side countertops of that sink. See, it's all fractions. You just break down your kitchen. I'm already done with the first quarter. I'm going to move on to the second quarter, which is 1/2 of this side of the kitchen. And then I'll move on to the third and fourth quarter on the other side of the kitchen. Makes sense, right? I can't justify wiping down countertops without moving all the items off of it and getting every single inch of that surface. It just drives me nuts, especially if you have a toaster. There's always crumbs underneath the toaster. You move that toaster 1 inch to the left or right and it just spills out a gazillion crumbs all over the counters. Eye level check test done. No crumb left behind. That is my motto when it comes to cleaning countertops. All right, we are entering the third and fourth quarter of this kitchen cleaning routine. The most exciting part of the game because the end is almost near and we are about to be victorious. In a second, you'll see me throw something from the kitchen into the next room. Just like I like to bring everything into the kitchen from around the house before I start cleaning the area, I do not like to leave the area until I am done. So anything that does not belong in the kitchen, I will just toss it into the next room and get to it when I move on to that room. A rule of thumb I like to follow when cleaning any area is to work from the top down. I would not, for example, want to wipe down my countertops and my stove and then remember that I need to clean the hood and have any of the dust and crumbs that were on the hood fall onto areas that I just wiped down. So work top to bottom to avoid doing any job twice. Since I used a wet sponge to wipe everything down, I'm just going to go over it with a dry paper towel to get it dry, polished, and looking shiny. Here's an eye level view of all the dirt and crumbs that are on this side of the countertop that you otherwise wouldn't see looking straight down at it from your standing position. The first wipe down is always just to get the dust and crumbs off of the countertops, and the second wipe down is where it gets streakless, shiny, polished. I want that light to bounce off the countertops and shine bright like a diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, we are entering the fourth quarter of this kitchen cleaning routine. It is the shortest counter space that I have, so we are about to see the end very, very soon. I hope that by watching this video, you feel motivated to get up and clean your space and your environment, whether it's your kitchen, your bedroom, your garage, your office. I think you'll find yourself feeling more focused and more relaxed in a clean space. So thanks again, and hopefully I'll be able to share more cleaning videos with you guys very soon.